Hey guys, this is Rick coming at you with Weed to No Basis, the podcast for all things cannabis business related. Are you an entrepreneur? Have something you wanted to create, something you wanted to bring to life in the cannabis industry? Maybe you've always wanted to partake in one of the biggest industries in modern day history. This is the podcast to listen to. Hey guys, this is Rick and we're back with another episode of Weed to No Basis, and we're here at HempQ. This is, like I've shared with you guys over and over, repetition is the mother of success. I believe that. My wife calls it OCD, but repetition. We're here basically in our home. And the reason is this is because when you watch this, when you listen to this, I want you to know and feel like you're part of something, that you're not alone, that you're here where we live. This is where we, like upstairs, this is where we're at. This is HempQ. But more important is that if you're listening to this or watching this, it's because you two are on a weed to no basis. I love that. I never get tired of saying weed to no basis. It still resonates with me. But today, guys, is going to be very short, sweet, and simple. And I could probably talk about this topic for a long time. Today's going to be very business-centric. So this is Business 101, and I'm going to get you to think a little bit. I'm going to talk about today the four reasons why a mastermind group or a group like ours, frankly speaking, Green Seed Cannabis, if you go to greenseedalliance.com, you're going to see that we run one of the nation's first mastermind groups, or we call it an accelerator program. But today I'm going to talk about 4 reasons why any cannabis CEO, and if you're in the industry or thinking about it, guys, then you're a CEO. And don't underestimate the title. If you are a company owner, you have those 3 letters. But one of the things I firmly believe in, and I've stated it and I've shared it on our website, is the quote, alone you go fast, together we go far. And it's either a Russian proverb or an African proverb, but alone you go fast, together we go far. Wow, there's a dog. So it's out there. That was loud. We're here, guys. There's no studio. This is Casa Martinez. But, and that's actually the neighbor's dog, just to be clear. But masterminds, it's probably one of the most underutilized, misunderstood, and most powerful tools at the disposal of people like us, like you. Whether you're in the idea stage, you're pre-launch, you're launching, you're in growth stage, or you're scaling. And I'm going to preface it with this. I've been a member of mastermind groups if you don't know what they are, guys, you're going to have to Google masterminds. And they've been around for a very, very long time. I've been a member of some for arguably easily 10 to 15 years of my 20-year career as an entrepreneur to date. Some that, and very transparent, some that I've paid over 25 grand a year to be a part of. And I'm going to tell you what that means, and I know some of you might be rolling your eyes going, what the hell? I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and how powerful they can be. Some that are as little as $100 a month. The reason why some folks choose to join a mastermind group is sometimes it's simply the peer-to-peer accountability. Like you want to know and you want to be surrounded by people who are on that same journey as you. Make sense? For instance, cannabis entrepreneurs. They could be direct competitors. They could be somebody down the road. They could be somewhere you meet in a virtual hangout once a month. The point is, guys, to be surrounded by folks who understand your journey. They understand the nuances of your business. And more importantly is that there's core values that really state that they're here to help. You're here to move each other forward and not detract. But I'm going to go down some 4 distinct reasons, guys. One of the biggest ones is access to knowledge. I mean, seriously, here's a real example. So there was mastermind groups I've been a part of, and at the point when I owned my last business, I owned a company that was doing 8 figures a year, like 8. It was a pretty large organization. At the same proverbial mastermind table at our monthly meetings were folks who had just broke their first million. But not just that, they were folks in other industries. And it was that collective knowledge, and I'm doing this here because we're literally at a big table. It was the collective knowledge and the ability to, in a safe way, in a safe environment, share what you've learned. Things like, how did you get through that first payroll hump? Or, man, I've got this employee that I thought was an awesome hire, and now here's what's happened. Or, I went into partnership with my brother, And has anybody else been in a partnership? Let's talk about how we get through those struggles. Or needs and leads with a group of people who have your back. Does anybody know of a good CPA, somebody I can trust? And here's the reason why, because generally speaking, in well-run mastermind groups like ours, you will be surrounded with that knowledge. That is potentially at its face value a massive time saver. But second, some of you are solopreneurs. In other words, you're doing this on your own. Who do you talk to? I mean, seriously, who are you talking to? You know, you can probably find a mentor and it costs $500 to $1,000 an hour, honestly, a really good one. Sometimes it's as simple as join a mastermind group. So the first thing is access to knowledge, and knowledge that not everybody has. Knowledge that only comes from being in the trenches. Make sense? So second thing, guys, is it's a quote. It's called "Your network is your net worth." Take that to the bank. You see, because the second big thing, guys, is the opportunity to network with people who are on that same journey, but not just at that proverbial table, but get this, the people they know. Because if you trust the people in your mastermind circle, like ours does, and yes, that is an absolute marketing bomb I just dropped, then you also know the people they work with you can trust. You see, it's not just that inner circle, it's that next circle, and then even could be that tertiary, that next circle of people you can trust. Guys, that can go a long way, a long way. I was on a call with somebody just the other day, I kid you not, and she was asking questions about buying flour, and it was CBD, and she got a quote. It was going to be about $800 an ounce. I kid you not, that is what I wrote down. I'm no pricing genius, definitely not my lane, but I want you guys to think about how much a pound of this flour would have cost at $800 an ounce. Let me do the math real quick, because now I'm really actually curious. So 16 ounces times 800, 16 ounces in a pound, right? Yeah. That's like $12,800. What do you think would have gone on if she had brought that to a mastermind group and started talking about that, and then maybe look for alternatives, and who can I trust, who can I not trust? That could have been a $12,800 savings, potentially. So beyond what I just shared in reason one, reason two, guys, is the opportunity to network with people outside of that circle, that concentric circle. Because I can guarantee you in our mastermind group, we are 1 degree separated, if not directly separated, to growers, both in the CBD hemp space and the marijuana space. The trustworthy people. Guys, that is priceless. That is priceless, especially in an industry right now as we record this that is very Wild West. The third thing, you see at the mastermind groups, guys, it's not just about networking and sharing ideas. Anybody can do that. It's about telling somebody across the table. Maybe it's an entrepreneur in Ohio who's in the hemp space. Maybe you're designing your 1-year goals or your strategy. It's about looking at them and them at you and saying, I will get this accomplished. It's called accountability. You see, as entrepreneurs, guys, especially solopreneurs, it's so easy to get pulled off track. And the power of a mastermind group, reason number 3, is you get this massive increase in your accountability. You see, it's not just accountable to yourself. You see, we believe, a mindset that we're going to get it done. But here's the thing. When it's time to go out for dinner or the drinks or do the things, sometimes we push it off. But if we know we have to report back to our group, to our homies, to our compadres, you're going to get it done. The power of accountability is unmistakable, guys, and take that for what it is. I know I have in my business life got shit done because I told my peers I would get it done by the next meeting. That's a powerful motivator. Think about that, guys. It's not just the brainstorming and the ideas and the collusion of, like the atomic, when, atoms collide and creating stuff. It's the fact that once you do that, you tell your crew, your posse, your group, your accelerator group, your cohort, whatever word it is, I'm going to get it done by the next time we meet. And then the clock starts ticking. Accountability is massive, guys, massive. Powerful tool. The fourth thing is, guys, and I could probably list 10 reasons, but these are things that are likely most relevant to you. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, as tough as we are, as hard as we push, as much hustle we have, we sometimes feel like, what the hell are we doing? You know what I mean? You've probably experienced it. I know I have. Honestly, I have. It's like, why the hell did I do this? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Am I really cut out for this? You see, those questions, what that points to is what's called the imposter syndrome. It's a real thing. You can look it up. For entrepreneurs, guys, it could be deadly. The imposter syndrome is something that will screw with your mind. So mastermind groups, guys, honestly are this. They help us remember our value. Get that. Understand that. When we have those moments where we're not sure why we're doing this, did I make the right decision? Damn. When we're doubting or questioning ourselves, having that group of peers can be just the right thing at the right time to remind you that you're a badass. Just like the book by Jen Sincero, you are a badass. And having that group of people that has your back, you can message them, maybe you can text them. This is a support group like none others, guys. The fourth thing is having absolute reassurance that you are a valuable entrepreneur and human being and to stay on fucking track. Those were 4 reasons, just 4. There's probably 10 or a dozen more, guys, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's changed my business life. Having a peer accountability group, having a group of people. Right now, our mastermind group at greenseedalliance.com is virtual. We meet online, but damn it, we meet. When somebody has an issue, we get on the phone. I kid you not, like literally on the phone, we talk. As we record this, these past 7 days, we have had at least close to 3 hours of one-on-one phone calls with members of our mastermind group who are going through some hurdles. And I'll guarantee you this, hurdles are gone. Guys, these things are priceless. So it comes down to this, because I mentioned at the very beginning that I have personally paid $25K a year to be part of some mastermind groups. Guys, it has done incredible things. The connections, the accountability, the reminders, all these things, because we go through it. And I have been to some that are $100 a month, guys. It's not a matter of the cost. It isn't. It is not a matter of the cost. It's a matter of what is it you need at the moment you are on your journey. Does that make sense? If you're really curious, if you want to know more, I'm just going to tell you, go to greenseedalliance.com, guys. Reach out to us. Hit us up. We work with clients across the country, both in the cannabis space and the hemp CBD space, plant touching, non-plant touching, ancillary business, guys, and we're some of the best in the business at it. So I wanted to just be very clear today. Today, I wanted to talk about the importance of a mastermind group, the importance of a group like Green Seed Alliance, and why it could shape and literally change the trajectory of your business just by surrounding yourself with the right people. Hope you guys took something from that. If you're really interested, I'm being totally serious, guys. If you really give a shit about your trajectory, about success, then you deserve, you should absolutely at least check out greenseedalliance.com. Join our email list, ask questions. Guys, alone you go fast, together we go far. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today to this episode. Short, sweet, mastermind centric, guys. It's moved my needle in a massive way. I want it to move yours. You can take that to the bank. And remember, tell your friends about this. Share this. Show some love, guys. We're here to help you succeed and become a better cannabis entrepreneur. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And remember, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, it's because you too are on a weed to know basis. Peace. That's 13 minutes. Could it be a microdose, or is that too?